Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy Saturday night to join me. I really do appreciate it. Um, Tonight we need to talk about something urgent, something super important, alright? So wait for it. I want to talk about why I think Happy Gilmore is probably the best movie ever made. So, if you're new to the show, welcome. Obviously, again, my name is Albert. Obviously, this is a little thing that I do here on YouTube every single day, at least once. I was unable to follow through on a commitment that I had made last year, but that's just very fitting because commitment seems to not be my thing in life. So, just trying to be honest, just trying to be open, and just trying to be as welcoming as possible. So, again, welcome. If you're catching this video in the future, my future self says hello, and my past self, which I guess would be right now, um, hopes that you have a really good couple weeks. You feel me? It might be like February by the time you see this video, but nonetheless, I'm sure the country will continue to get warmer, floods will continue to happen, and the ice caps will continue to melt. Speculation as to why it's going on, but it's definitely happening. I'm just saying. So, yeah, welcome to the show. All right, now we're gonna talk about why I think Happy Gilmore is probably the best show or best movie ever created. And moreover and furthermore, this stuff I make, I publish, I post, I don't delete it, everything stays up. For the most part, there's been a couple of times where I've had to delete some videos prior to actually uploading them because I didn't think they were like good at all, and that's saying something because the standard isn't very high here, and in fact the videos are of low quality. I get it, and I'm telling everybody right now that I just need you guys to stick with me, ladies, gentlemen, they, them, however you want to identify, unknown. I don't care. I'm just saying that, like, I do appreciate you bearing with me as I make this transitional sort of turn so that I can make a commitment. And ultimately, I will then, in fact, talk about how I got a job, and it's probably the least commitful kind of a thing I've ever done. And if I can't do this, then I have some major problems. More problems than I think that I have, right? Like, I might need, to, like, work in a McDonald's full time or something. Like, that's a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. I'm chronically unemployed. I have no money. I have nothing. Working at McDonald's right now, in fact, actually sounds like a really good idea. Working anywhere right now sounds like a really good idea. And again, so, I'm just a nobody trying to navigate through my life. And recently I did get a job, but we're going to get to that because we haven't even started talking yet about why I think Happy Gilmore is the best movie ever made. All right, so young Adam Sandler, you feel me? And when I say young, that's relative, right? Because the dude had to have been like in his 30s, in his early 40s when he made some of these really classic movies that are timeless. As much as some of us have a really good argument to say that some of these old school comedians that came from the 90s aren't really good actors so much as they are just some straight up comedians, whether it's stand up, stick comedy, prop comedy, whatever it is. There's kind of a niche, and there was a niche for that in the 90s, and you can imagine this was before places like this awesome platform, YouTube. So it's kind of hard to get a big name back then. But still, Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore, like, I just, what an awesome movie. Every time I see it, it's such a funny movie. I can't, there's good movies and then there's perfect movies. And I just feel like Happy Gilmore is a really good example of a perfect movie. The acting, the writing, the, ensemble, the entire background, supporting cast, everybody. It's just all really good movie. So is a movie like, Mr. Deeds, Big Daddy. These are all Little Nicky, although Little Nicky was a little different for me. And I remember when I watched that movie as a kid growing up, most of it was funny. I'm not really into like raunchy humor or like fart jokes or anything stupid like that. Although, in that same sort of observable kind of opinion that I'm giving, I do enjoy animated characters that are in the South Park universe, the Canadian group of mischiefs that Phil and Phil or something. I don't know. Phil and Dill. Those dudes in that one just as much as I actually like Itchy and Scratchy, more than I like The Simpsons. So yeah, I'm just saying that Happy Gilmore again because of the writing, because of the acting, because of the time that it was made, the vibe, right before internet was big, but like still while it was in its infancy, but just an awesome movie, just a really awesome movie. And if you ever feel like sad or something and you want to watch a movie that is a surefire way to put a smile on your face, I dare you to watch Happy Gilmore and not laugh. Seriously, that's like an hour and 30 minutes that you will not make through. Just because there's a part in the movie for everyone. There's like intellectual humor, there's stupid crass humor, there's it's a really good movie. And I can't believe that I'm a 37-year-old man talking to myself in my room to hear people on YouTube, not to hear, you know what I mean, about my love for Happy Gilmore. But yeah, it is what it is, and I'll be watching Happy Gilmore tonight. Obviously, I watched it the other night, and not the other night, maybe like a week ago or so, and maybe the other night. I'm not sure. I barely know what day it is, but yeah. So Happy Gilmore, great movie. If you've not seen it because you are just recently transplanted to this planet, everyone's seen Happy Gilmore. Seriously, it's a really good movie, and rightfully so. If you haven't seen it, check it out. A shameless way to sort of lead into another kind of really cool thing. And so in my personal life, I was able to nab a job without a phone. So we were able to get that done. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. I had to communicate, and I still had to use a phone and give my roommate's phone number. So it was a thing, but it got done, and I got a job as a dishwasher once a week. For sure. I start tomorrow, and it's not more than 4 hours of work. I mean, I hope it's not more than 4 hours. Oh my, how low are my standards, right? Like, I'm hoping, I like looked up the time that it closed tomorrow, the restaurant, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh wow, it closes early. And then I was like, oh wow, they didn't ask me to be in until 1. And then I kind of putting the two together, so I'm really hoping that I only work about 4 hours tomorrow, but I guess if I worked more, it wouldn't be a bad thing. I mean, again, I do need a job. My roommate needs help. I need to do my part as an adult grown man male. It's like, I understand that there's some stuff to do this year. And I was actually talking to my roommate, and I was like, dude, this year, man, like, I got some taxes that are due for, a business that failed a few years ago, and looks like Uncle Sam and I are gonna have to be working out some kind of payment plan so that we can all be happy, because again, I'm just a good old American boy here trying to get by. That's responsible for debt that I have to pay back. So again, whether it's Uncle Sam or my roommate or what is or Asperian Credit or T-Mobile. Hey, thanks to the old lady, by the way. For the record, if you ever watch this show, Old Lady, and you know who I'm talking about, Miss 007, I just want to remind you that you helped me rack up a $6,800 T-Mobile phone bill. And you may have felt nice and like proud of yourself before you left me with like $800 or so, but I'm just saying that there's an outstanding $6,800 T-Mobile bill that you helped me rack up, in all ways possible. So yeah, you know what I mean. I'm just saying, dating, it costs money, even when you're no longer with that person. This is just called growing up and getting bamboozled, quite honestly, because that's what happened. I was shaken down. I was shook down, you know what I mean? But anyways, so all of that is true, by the way. I can't, I can't make up that kind of material without a script or anything. But honestly, watch Happy Gilmore. Be proud of your boy here, because I secured a job. I'm climbing up the socioeconomic ladder here by accepting a position that is offering me a job that is 1 day a week for, I think, 4 hours, which I'm more than happy and I'm more than grateful to have. I think that's a total of 16 hours a month. I am so down. I am so down. Again, like, what? I just gotta have some kind of job or something. I don't care at this point. It's just like, all right, a few days a week. Let's figure out what I can do to step out of the apartment for a few hours and make some of that play money, make everybody happy around here, make sure that we're fed, make sure that I'm able to contribute a fair share of whatever appears to be an increasingly expensive world. Holy macaroni. It's like, okay, so fast food decided to, be a little bit more realistic and not charge us $12 for a Big Mac. But like, where are you at? Local grocery stores? Like, why are we still paying like a 30% markup on all food items when like there's really no reason or nobody to blame? I'm sure that you're looking for somebody to blame and or a reason, but there's no pandemic, there's no shipping crisis. I'm just like, what's up? Why are we getting all shook down for every cent that we have to make sure that we're able to eat? And, at best, with that kind of appropriate allocation of money, it's still just eating food that may or may not be food. So if we're talking real eating, we're talking real expensive. Like, I can't imagine. Can you guys imagine at home how much it costs to eat real food every single night? Like, couple meals with just like helpings of sides and actual portioned entrees and a nice drink to go with that at home with good quality ingredients. Can you guys imagine how much that costs for one person, much less like multiplying that by the number of people in your household? I mean, come on now. You got a household of 4 people, you're looking at like $100 a meal if it's actually done properly, you know what I mean? And not working classly, as in like being able to only afford the $7 a pound meat that is 80/20. You feel me? It's like, yeah, like I guess a lot of us are gonna be eating 80/20, $7 to $8 a pound. I mean, what? Just because there's like, yeah, you can't afford anything else. So all I'm saying is that, can you imagine how expensive it would be to actually have the kind of budget that you would like to have when you would like to have it as it concerns your diet? Can you imagine? Like, again, how many people, like, seriously, like, even the people that can probably afford it end up buying four-wheelers and $80,000 plastic carbon fiber trucks? I mean, they're not, I'm just saying. I hope that you guys have a really good night, and I hope that you guys are safe. It's Saturday night, so if you choose to go out, do not drink and drive. Do not enter a vehicle or anything that has, somebody driving or an operation of that thing that's had anything at all whatsoever to drink. You're smarter than that. You're better than that. Stay safe. And, I hope that you guys have a really good night. All right? What's tomorrow? Sunday? Yeah. So I'll see everyone tomorrow for sure in the morning. I don't want to make another video tonight. I'm getting back into the routine of making these 2 videos. Tonight I got nothing going on. I'm literally gonna be watching Happy Gilmore, maybe hang out with my roommate for a minute. We actually got a little bit of Mary Jane today, so I'm chilling. My face isn't in an excruciating amount of pain, so that's always nice. No pain in the face, half full stomach, box dinner awaits us. I mean, come on now. It's like the American dream. The boys living it up at a reasonable price too, because again, how many people out there are spending the kind of money that it actually costs to actually feed themselves? And hey, more power to you if you're able to do that, for real. Share some of that, we don't want any of your stuff. Oh God, I'm not asking for you to share your stuff. I'm just saying, why don't you share a little bit of that lifestyle and a little bit of that fairness and understanding that you want everyone to live like that, right? Don't you? Are you crazy? Or do you enjoy living in a mansion while everyone else is struggling to feed themselves dinner every single night? I'm not sure. And if that's the case, then in fact, I think you're crazy, my friend. Because we should all want everybody to be a little bit better off. You know what I mean? So always, it's just, even if we all did live in mansions, it's you want the best out of people, and you want honest transgressions in life. That's just how I feel about it. So that's why I'm here every single night. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Helps the channel grow. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. If you do not like at all what you see, hit the thumbs down. Either way, it counts as engagement, and I'm so grateful for it. And if you've made it 15 minutes into my life and I'm talking about nothing, then I seriously value you as a friend. And to all the other thousands of people that come onto this channel, in a week or so, I really do appreciate you guys watching. And whether or not it's a day or a week or 2 months after I post a video, seriously, my love for you will always be here. I appreciate you. The videos are just going to get better. I've been saying that for months now. I've made a lot of empty promises, but as it is, let's stream this thing IRL. It is just what it is. I'm just trying to get to a place where I can provide y'all with the best kind of content that I can and welcome more people onto the show and do other things that involve being in other places besides my room. So, it's all a part of the plan, and it's all a part of what's going to be happening in the near future. I can assure you this. So, have a really good night. And, oh yeah, also I got a job. So that's a really good thing. It's only 4 hours a week. But, again, I'm okay with that. Hopefully I'll get some kind of discount so I can try their food. Which I guess would mean that I'm working for food. I wonder if they'd pay me in food. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a really good night. I don't want to get paid in food. That's not the whole point of this. I would never ask for such a thing. Okay, I would ask for such a thing, but I'm not going to this time only because I actually have to go do it for money. And as much as I am anti doing it for money, again, why do it for money? I'll just do it for food. You feel me? Why can't I work for, I don't know, you want to buy me groceries? Y'all just cut out the middleman, you know what I mean? I don't need money, why don't you just pick me up some groceries? We'll call it a day. That's what I'm going to use the money for anyway. Again, stop middlemaning this stuff. Yeah, I'll work for groceries. Again, I'm just joking, okay? A big part of me is joking, a part of me is not. I don't advocate for any of this kind of behavior. In fact, I think it's against the law. You know what I mean? So, don't go around, telling people you want to work for anything other than money. Because, again, that's just the way the world works now. So be happy, be grateful. I'm happy, I'm grateful. I'm going to go work for money. I would never ask in any situation to work for anything other than that. All right, Uncle Sam? We're all on the same page here. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a really good night, okay? Bye.